and welcome to my channel. My name is Lena. Sandra and I got birthday the same day, the 17th of October. So in 2 days it's my birthday, yay! But that didn't stop me from buying my own birthday stuff the past couple of weeks. So I grabbed the latest 2 issues of the Daphne's Diary magazine, and then I also picked the latest sticker book from the Antiquarian Books series. I think they have 3 books out in total, and I have had such a fun playing with the 2 other books that I thought I should have this for my stash. It's just a little bit different theme than the other ones. These are more like strange, so a UFO underwater. I mean, some of these stickers are just a little bit more, you know, like, I don't know, they're different than the 2 other editions for sure. So it's gonna be fun to see what I can work with these. And then the last but not least thing that I picked up was, oh my god, I guess you guys know it, of course, watercolors. Ah, do I need more watercolors? Yes, I think. I think they spark joy, and if you're in a creative slump or anything, if getting a new supply sparks, you know, new joy, then go for it, right? I could not say no to this set. I got it for $23, and the amount of stuff that you get for $23 are just, I mean, mind-blowing, so I could not say no to this set. First of all, let me just talk about the box itself. Metal closure, super sturdy. I mean, this set, I mean, the box itself, I'm gonna empty the box, and then I'm gonna use it for storing ephemera and small tags and doodads, you know, just to have a sturdy container for those kind of things, because this is so well made that it can hold up a lot of weight on top of it without it being crushed or anything. So it's just perfect for stashing it into my other stash. But this set contains of everything you need for having a good time in your couch, in your living room, playing with watercolor. Comes with this watercolor pad of it says like just cold pressed paper, and then 300 GSM. It doesn't say anything about cotton, so I think it's more like, you know, the cellulose paper. But I of course tested it out by painting seagulls. There's nothing like a seagull that can photobomb a picture. I mean, I just love seagulls. They're hilarious. I can see that my light is so bright that it doesn't really pick up the shading that I got on my birds. It just looks white on the stream, but yeah, that's just the nature of my light setting. I'm telling you, I don't understand why a parrot have become like the go-to pet for pirates, because I think that seagulls, a nasty mean old seagull, should be the perfect choice of pet for a pirate, right? So I of course tested out this paper. It's very likable. It's different than the regular cellulose paper that I own. There's something with the sizing, and I do get, it's not granulation, but the way that the pigment lands on this textured hot press surface is super nice. Very, very nice. Likeable paper pad. Well, beside the paper pad, it comes with a white gel pen and water brush, and then this really interesting marker. It's like the elegant writer, where you can let me grab some paper. It's not waterproof, so you can disperse this letter or this ink with a wet brush, And I really like this. The color does not separate out into purple. It just stays this indigo blue, but it's very beautiful to sketch with. And then when you use it for watercolor paintings, this color will be mixed with your pigments from your pans. So I think it was a fun addition to put in a sketch, like in a kit like this, because you would expect like a waterproof ink pen and not this dual brush, nice elegant writer pen. Oh, I don't it's a very slim point tip on this one. So, and then it also comes with the smallest eraser that I have ever seen. Let me try and get it up. Like I said, I'm gonna move the content of this box into a different container because I'm not gonna use this setup because it's very difficult to get things in and out of these compartments. Okay, look how tiny this is. Can you see how tiny it is? It's just so slim. So it's just like so small. But it works. I of course tested it out and it's very nice. The eraser is also different. It reminds me of the old school erasers from way back. It's like a rubbery feel to it. One of those erasers where you kind of think that if you leave it out on a table too long, it will harden up. Now it's super soft, like condensed clay or something. But I think if it is exposed to a lot of air, that it will harden up and be an annoying eraser to work with. So I better put this in some sort of a pen case to keep it sort of, you know, like more pliable. Then it comes with a sponge. And now for the best part. The selling point for me was this cat tongue brush. I have used all the brushes, but when it arrived, it looked something like this. I had never seen a cat tongue brush in a kit before. It usually just is a round tip or a flat brush, right? So to have like a specialty brush to come with this very inexpensive set is just you know, it's just really irresistible for me. I really like these brushes. Even the number 1 tip holds up, nice, firm, really likable brushes. And now comes the watercolors itself. In this huge metal tin. I mean, $23? I can't get it out of my head because here in Denmark we pay about, what can it be, 50 cents for one empty half pan at my local art supply store. So if I wanted to build my own palette and I needed 36 of these empty plastic half pans, it would be like $10 for me to just buy the empty half pans. So that's how I'm thinking about this set, that oh my god, the supply alone is just too cheap to not say I'm gonna try it. And I really like the paint that's in this set. It reminds me of something else that I have. I got this homemade watercolor palette that I use on my table. It's just a table palette. The paint itself is similar quality than this one. So I predict that now they're like nice and pristine because they're all new. But I predict when you start using them, they will kind of crack up like this. But it doesn't mean anything to the quality of the paint itself. It's just the surface that's different. So I was really surprised and in a positive way to realize that, oh, I think it's the same manufacturer that's behind both sets. Because now, you know, can you see that there's like an empty row here of 12 half pans that can be put in? And I know that if I push these aside, I can at least fit an extra half pan on the end of each row. So 15 half pans can be added to this palette before it's filled up. So I'm actually thinking about taking the 15 colors that are in this set but not in this palette, add it to this one, take the brush or the sponge, cut it in half, and put in this center row here, because I'm not gonna store the brushes down here. It's super annoying to get them in and out. So but I really like the addition of a sponge, so I think I'm gonna MacGyver this palette to contain the best of the same paint in one palette with the sponge middle row. And I already swatched out the different pans that I plan to use. Let me see, here it is. I didn't remove this tape yet because I'm not done with this. Where it's like empty is where there's no comparable pan. So I already got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I already got 10 hues from this palette that does not come out similar to what's in this palette. So yay. And I think that people who collect watercolors like I do, they totally dig my enthusiasm about having to MacGyver this palette, change it up. And then, you know, just to finish off this crazy thing, I already found a place of how to have fun with this in my couch instead of bringing this whole box with me. Because this box, yes, it's super cute and it's like really likable, but having to take out the things like for each time you need a brush or something, and just the fact that it's like in 2 tiers, it's a little bit like clumsy to have on a couch, right? So instead I took my Malden. I'm an old Filofax planner girl, so of course I got my own A5 leather Malden from Filofax. And I know that on the back of the Malden there is this gigantic pocket. And lucky me, this huge palette fits right into this pocket, and I can still close up my Malden. So I can just like grab and go and have everything in one album, you could say. And then the Filofax is also known for these pockets where, lucky me, they are water resistant, so I can actually store something that's like wet without it soaking into the rest of the journal. I can store my brushes and stuff here. And then I got this notepad from Filofax in case I need a sturdy background for my watercolor paintings. And then I got my own homemade watercolor paper. And then on this side of my Malden, I got this pocket right here where I can scoot in a 12 set of watercolor pencils or whatever you like. And then there is this zipped pocket right here, and at the moment it only contains of a pocket calculator that will fit into the rings, but it's just there for no particular reason. So, but I really like this setup for the couch. And this is also painting with the new paint from Pagos. I really like here is the swatch. Look how vibrant they are. I mean, wow, it's just a feast for the eyes. And I tried to, you know, do some loose watercolor paintings, trying out, not working with the vibrancy, because I can see, yes, I can get the vibrancy here. So I'm trying to push it back so it's not so screaming in your head. And it's really nice. I don't get any muddy mixes, so overall I have to say it's very likable paint and I recognize it. So maybe that's what helped me along the way also, that I've, you know, worked with this paint before, so I kind of know what to expect, right? But there's something really likable about seagulls, right? So, of course, like get me a kick out of it. Let's see it one more time. Like, oh my god, I laughed so much when I was painting this. Seagulls. But anyway, it's the 15th of October where I'm filming today, which means that we are halfway through Inktober. So let me clean this birthday haul table and then show you my progress in my Inktober journal. Oops, I forgot to tell that this painting here, I was testing out the ink pen that works like the Elegant Writer. So the blue you see here is simply just from the pen when I added water to it, and then I dumped in some umber just to, you know, change things up a little bit in the color. But look how nice it is. Like, it seems like I've been working a lot on this, but actually I haven't. I just outlined the windmill with the pen and then went in with a wet brush and then just swooshed out with water and let it dry and then just left it like that, because yeah, I could work more, you know, put in windows, doors or whatnot, but I think I like that rough look that this pen can bring to you. And then I also forgot to tell you guys that I watched Kathy Arbor, and she had a paint along where she had this cute bear. It is so sweet. So I immediately knew, oh, I'm gonna try it out. And she also offered the free printables on her sketch. So you just click on the link on her stream, and then in a PDF you can print this out yourself. And I was lazy. I was thinking, I don't want to trace it. So I've often wondered, what happens, because it is acrylic, right? What if you just cut out the motif, glued it on a page, and work on top of that? I've always wondered how would it look, because sometimes I'm too lazy to sketch. Like, you know, I'm not a drawer, I'm a painter. So I tried it on this one, and I cannot recommend it at all. I mean, it's a fupa to look at. Look, you can see exactly where I cut the page. Can you see? Like, you can see that I totally cut and pasted the head into the paper and glued it down. Yeah. It doesn't look nice, right? So I tried it. It didn't work. I don't like it, so I'm never gonna do that again. But now I tested it out. But what a cute painting session. I really liked it a lot. I also think before I jump right into my Inktober, that I forgot to tell exactly the name of this box. I was so excited showing it off that I forgot to say where and why and what. I saw it demonstrated on Lindsay the Frugal Crafter's channel. She paid $40 for it or something like that, 35 or something. And I even thought that 35 was a very reasonable price for all the items that you had. So I found it on Amazon. It's called Pagos 36 watercolor paint set. Pagos, Pagos. And it was on sale the day that I clicked on it for $23, but I don't know if it was like, you know, we get special offers depending on what country we are in. So some Amazon deals are only for the US, some are only for Europe, some are only for Asia, you know, like there's just different deals depending on which country you are viewing Amazon from. So I don't know if it's still out there for the price, but I picked it up as fast as I could. This is the best birthday present that I have received from myself so far. I also bought some other boring things, but it has nothing to do with art. I bought some slippers for myself because now it's winter, you know, so I need new slippers. And it's pure wool. And what I did not anticipate was that there's something about cat and wool, right? My cats are attacking my slippers like I am walking with, I don't know, some sort of prey on my feet. It's really annoying. They kind of, you know, I'm standing in the kitchen and then I just scoot to the left and then I can see that they are like, you know, like curling up their butt, shaking their butt, and then they jump right at my feet. So there's something really irresistible about these woolen slippers that my cats can't leave them alone. So when I go to sleep, I put them up high so that I don't wake up in the morning and see them totally shredded to pieces. Cats, man, I'm telling you. But okay, let's get to the Inktober. Yeah, we are like halfway through the month, and I think that already now I am creating this awesome journal that I enjoy visiting every morning I wake up. And that's so cool about when a journal freaking works, you know? And I think the element that works in this journal in this year's Inktober is that I incorporated collage and other things like stickers. So I am in majority working with alcohol markers because that's what I want to learn during my Inktober this year. But it's not just an alcohol marker drawing. I am gluing and pasting stuff in. So it has turned out to be so deliberating, not working with prompts, not just solituding, working with one media. Like, look how I'm just pasting in stuff. This is from Happy Mail from Deborah. I'm just gonna flip through this tiny journal as if you have never seen it before, because I don't know if you saw my previous stream about this one. So there's gonna be like half the book is like semi-prepped pages, so because we're not done with Inktober yet. The book was gifted to me from Beth Schuler in a Happy Mail, and here I glued in stickers from the botanical sticker book. And here there was this illustration up here and a quote. So I glued in stickers, drew a pen, made this look like letters, and then with alcohol markers I painted in this beetle. Yeah, what to say about me and alcohol markers is that I never really studied how to really use them. I approach it like a kid who's just been gifted a bundle of 80 markers and then just have to figure it out as I go, because that's how I like to learn things. So the first thing I found out was that it's very difficult for me to do blending, where you do that smooth transition from one color to a big jump to a next color. It's really difficult for me. So I try here to do it with dots. So I'm trying to do the shading by just dotting with the nib. And it's kind of an okay technique so far. When I apply the ink, alcohol markers, it does not bleed through these pages. Somewhere they're bled through and then I had to collage stuff on the opposite side. But I'm quite lucky with, can you see how this is not bleeding through to this page? It's just awesome. Great journal for this. More Happy Mail from Deborah Adams. And because it's a book about friendship, I think it was so cool that to include some Happy Mail, because it really is the biggest testimony of the friendship that we got here on YouTube is when we receive Happy Mails. So of course I thought that, oh man, I'm gonna do it. And then she had her own artwork here, so I just placed it on top of one of the illustrations from the book. So I really like it a lot. Then what I do is that I take stickers from majority is Daphne's Diary. Do I have it? I think I have it right here actually. I got this sticker book. It's from 2018, I think. Maybe you can still get it on their website. I'm not sure. But it's a sticker book filled with stickers from Daphne's Diaries design team. Some of them are useful and some are just strange. Straight up strange. Like these, I don't really know how to utilize them unless I'm, you know, gifting a gift or something, or I don't do my own jam, so I don't. There's a lot of stickers that you can use for jars and stuff like that. So, but some of the stickers are actually super cute, so I like to work with the motifs of them. But for sure, if you're getting this sticker book, be prepared that it's mostly going to be like this type of sticker. So it's not gonna be like for instance, how can you use this? I don't know. So it's not gonna be like cute stickers of like this, for instance. It's mostly like etiquettes and tags, tabs. Yeah, but yeah. Anyway, this was from the sticker book, and it's done in watercolors. So right there, I am really making it a little bit difficult for myself, but I am dealing with it. What I do is that I get inspiration from the stickers, so I got something to work from, and then I try and replicate them with my markers. And I like to work like that because then I got like a plan of the outcome, you know, and then I also have something to look upon and then see if I can obtain the same effect compared to if I'm just working clueless with no reference and no idea. So I really like the approach. So that's why there's gonna be a lot of stickers reproduced with markers from my hand. Here I'm really, can you see how difficult it is to make just a transition from this soft shadow? If I had to do this with a water soluble media like watercolor, it would be like a swoosh with a brush. Here I'm struggling like a beast because with the chiseled end nib from the marker, when you do a stroke, you have this hard edge. So it's very difficult for me to learn the technique, how you get soft blended edges. Yeah, I'm getting better at it. None of these are made chronologically. I've jumped back and forth in this journal, which has been a joy. I usually work from front to back, but this Inktober I am working just sporadically throughout the book. This is the sticker, and this is my renditions of the stickers. Really making a clumsy yeah, I don't know. I don't really like that transition, but then again, this sticker got, I don't know if you can see, it's like totally watercolor with splatters and everything. So I think that now when I got the new watercolor set, I will try and make a drawing in my Inktober book where I do the underpainting with watercolors and then finishing off the drawing using markers, because that's also a way I could predict in the future that I would utilize my markers, because they are pretty nice to use from when it comes to shading and stuff. So this was the first page spread that I did in this book. It was inspired by watching Kathy Arbor's unboxing some gouache. So this is done with watercolor, and that's one of the few pages where the illustration in this book is done with watercolor. I just had to try it out. This is markers again. Now, oh, it's so fun to see it in the monitor of the screen, because now I can see there's something wrong with this lid right here. Yeah, but anyway, here I'm trying to utilize the white of the paper as highlight. I later on grab a white Posca. Super easy to make highlight on alcohol marker drawings with the Posca and gel pen. So that's really nice, you know. But here I try to preserve the white. Once again, using some stickers from the sticker book. So this is a nice mix of stickers and my own drawings. You know what I mean? Like Like I really like this. I can see how this is different than the what I would have done with watercolor drawing. This is more like an illustration style or something. I don't know. It's just it's a different way of working. This page I painted on leaves and then glued in a ton of stuff, and look how the marker bled through from this page here. So somehow I need to cover this up, or I don't really know what to do with this. It's a problem for later. This is just stickers, border stickers, and then that was the only illustration from the book. And here I got another sticker that I'm replicating and then putting in a giant flower sticker from the botanical sticker book. And then I'm having such fun, you won't believe it, with all the bugs from the botanical sticker book. So of course I made like a caravan where the box is having a holiday, and then used one of the botanical stickers as palm trees. And then I put in a worm on the washcloth line, or what's it called, the washy the washcloth line. Okay, I'm not gonna say that word one more time. But this is such fun thing to do with alcohol markers. It goes so fast. I mean, I can see how likable a pen it is to work with, where you just color it in and then call it a day. Okay, the hurdle about this sticker and this painting, look man, there is this yellow hue suddenly in this jar right here, and I had to do it with alcohol markers. So I have to confess, I struggled so much by blending it out so I didn't get like a hard transition. Oh, it's such a shame that my camera doesn't really pick it up, but I carried the yellow hue all the way down here, and I had to work so super fast. What I do is that you have to keep a wet line to do that. I need something to put it on so that the glare doesn't disturb. What about this one? You have to work with that wet line, right? So I had two markers open at the same time, one in each hand, and then and the reason why I found that this was in particular difficult was because it has to be a yellow hue, so I cannot just go over everything with a light blue, because then it will turn the yellow into green or lime. So I had to preserve the yellow. And yeah, that's one of the obstacles that I still think is, I got a lot to learn. I think alcohol markers are the media with the biggest learning curve that I have stumbled into yet. Another example of sticker, and then my own rendition, and then because I'm a big kid, I after I painted this, I made this like it was a swimming pool for all the ladybugs, so they're ready to dive into this cup of tea. And then down here I took a roach sticker, and he's walking up to the giant teapot with his own little mug in his hand, like, how the heck am I gonna get a serving of tea? So yeah, I'm really, like you can see, I'm having fun with this. A painterly paper, really likable, from Daphne's Diary, and I just glue things in because I like the colors next to what I'm drawing. So that's the collage thing that I'm talking about, where it's fun, you know, to have a journal where you can put in whatever you like. And here I took a sticker from the botanical sticker book of a mouse, and then made it into a teapot where the mouse is living. I had to paint or draw this teapot right here, and this cup. So, and the cup I decided to hang, like, have you seen sometimes you can actually buy hangers where there's like a resin rose and then a hook, and then yeah, I just made it look like that. But this is really likable. Here I feel that I am learning more about how to blend out the markers in a likable way. So it's not like I have to go in here from a bluish to a greenish to a yellow. And I think it's a big jump to take in markers. And I'm not even close to the illustrated that I'm looking at because it's got like black splatters, but I will not draw black splatters with an alcohol markers because when you're drawing splatters, it looks artificial. It doesn't have that vibrancy or like vitality of real splatters done spontaneously with a brush. So I just kind of pray for that. But I really like the way I managed to get the shading here. And like I said, I experienced that the gel pen, the white gel pen, is excellent in conjunction with alcohol markers as highlighter. So that was really a pleasant image to draw that day. And here up here, I got a sticker sheet. I don't know where it is. Anyway, I just made it into like an art supply drawer. And I think Janet M. Young would adore this drawer here because I later on found that I can create a drawer similar to this. I'm not finished with it, but I'm gonna call it my Janet M. Young drawer because there are stickers with designated to, let me just find it first. Here. There are stickers designated to one drawer just filled with rulers, another one filled with X-Acto knives. So this is definitely one of those pages I'm gonna do soon. So, and this is a sticker from the sticker book. This is not done at all, but look how nothing bleeds through. I mean, I'm really lucky with this glossy paper in this journal. Okay, dead fly art. Yes, it's a thing. I saw it, I googled it, and then people are making these dead fly art pictures done with real dead flies, where you just put the fly down and then you draw a scenery to the fly by adding in arms, legs, and whatnot. So I had a blast doing this page spread, I'm telling you. It was such a delightful evening. And this one might need a little bit of explanation, but can you see what it is? It's YMCA. It's just so hilarious. So, but yeah. I think I harvested most of the bug stickers from one of the antiquarian sticker books so far. Here I'm using the mushrooms from the sticker book to create a scenery of Fellowship of the Ring, where I got Gandalf here with his walking stick, and these three are the small hobbits. This is Gimli the dwarf, and then of course we got Legolas and Aragorn and oh, what was the how can I not remember his name? I can see his picture in front of me. He's one of the sons. Okay, never mind. The Fellowship of the Ring. 9 people walks out with a ring that they have to cast into a volcano. And here I'm having fun with the stickers, just taking favorite movie sequence. Like, here's Johnny from The Shining, and this is from Castaway, where Tom Hanks is saying, "Wilson, come back," and then you see Wilson floating away, and I called it a desert island, so I made it out of desserts. And this is Titanic, and down here we got Dirty Dancing, Nobody Puts Baby in the Corner. This cracked me up. Star Wars. I am your father. You know, the epic scene. The Jedi is confronted by the Darth Vader, that Darth Vader is his dad. So I just really like that one. Gone with the Wind, where he stands in the door, turns around and says, "Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn." I mean, that's just an epic scene, right? Bugs Bunny using one of the worm stickers from the book. I knew I should have taken a left turn at Albuquerque. And I like how the alcohol markers can draw on the white edge of the sticker. So I don't need to fussy cut. I can just go in with the marker and then color it up. So that makes it even more fun to use stickers. This is from Godfather. I'm gonna give him an offer he can't refuse. I just like that it's an emperor penguin speaking to a regular penguin. And here I found this mushroom that looks like the hairdo of Sprock, so I painted in the face of Sprock, and then these two towers I mounted with the Star Trek logo. So yeah, I'm just having fun, you know. This page is not done yet, so a lot of the pages are like work in progress. On this page I only glued in the border sticker. This is not finished. Yeah, and this one is not finished either, but once again working with the image, and then yeah, simply just practicing. And I like that I don't really get to choose the image, you know, because otherwise I would be the kind of girl who, oh, if I figure out how to draw a cop, I would only draw cops for a while. So it's good that there is some sort of variety in the things that I want to sketch. This page is ready to be sketched, and I had to glue in a piece of paper right here because this one bled through so much. So and the reason why this one bled through is because I took a blender from this Pro Marker set. It's an alcohol blender. It's basically just alcohol in a pen, but I figured out that yes, it does make it more easy to keep a wet edge to your marker and then transport the pigment to dilute it, but it's totally soaking into the paper. So yeah, so if you really want to work a lot with that blender, I think I should have like an extra piece of paper sandwiched into the back of the pages, because that pen really makes it possible for the pigment to transfer through paper to the next paper. So nothing done here. Oh, I really having fun with these caravans, these RVs. So I made this with a bug on top of it. It's like a retro caravan. It's really likable to draw these sorts of illustrations in alcohol markers. And here I am making some jam jars, and then on top of it, it was looking like a stage, you know? So I staged some bugs like they are in a theater. I called it Shakespeare's instead of Shakespeare's. Romeo, oh Romeo. So yeah, I'm having fun, you can tell. Here I just glued in this from Daphne's Diary. I like the drawing down here with the scale and the bird on top of it. So I think that's what going to be on this page when I get so far. This is the the piece of furniture that I'm going to, you know, make. Yeah, it's going to be transformed into a piece of furniture. Just a sticker for the border here. And here, once again, one of the bugs. I think this was one of the earliest, maybe the second or the third alcohol marker drawing that I did. And this is like in today's 8 or 10 or something. There is a jump here in what I learned. And it's so fun to put these things next to each other, so I visually can see how much braver I got with the blending here. And here I'm intimidated about how to blend, so I try to camouflage a lot of hard edges by the dotting technique, you know, where here I think I got a more like a soft blend. I think I got 4 different colors just to make this jar, so it's not like one green. There's like 4 different colors. Yeah. This is also one of the early ones where I am experimenting with shadows and how they end. I like the way that, you know, this is a watercolor illustration, but I like the way that they, with the clusters of pigment, kind of create the atmosphere of the background. So I'm trying the same, just with alcohol markers, and it's very likable. I like it a lot. Prepped with stickers. Okay, this one is so good. It was an illustration that's on the book, you know, when I received it, and then I transformed it into a hot spring for bugs. So I took the bugs from the sticker book, and then just he's running in, you know, not to be late, and he's ready to jump in. So yeah, this is just funny. It makes me laugh, and I think that's why I'm having such a good time with the Inktober this year, because it's my own prompts, my own crazy things mixed in with stuff. Here I painted this pen, the scissors, and this is just cut out from my Daphne's Diary planner. And then I took a bug holding a pen, and then I wrote, "Hey lady, please feed the damn cat so she will leave me alone." So yeah, and this is early shading, early. Oh wow, I can see I'm totally off here. Maybe the lid should be a little bit bigger. Yeah, there is something wrong here. Nevertheless, this page here I really like, you know, when you put in letters like this, and what alcohol markers can do is to give you that shadow edge. So it's very likable using the markers like that. So I think I'm going to try to incorporate it in a watercolor drawing, where I use the alcohol warm gray pens to do my shadow works if I got like linear shadows like this, because that is just fulfilling to make, just as fulfilling as putting in highlights almost. Okay, this one. You know, the American Gothic painting by Grant Wood, showcasing this husband standing with a fork tool in his hand, almost like he's carrying a piece of weapon or something. Like he's you know the painting that I'm talking about, and he looks so dominating, like he's defending his farm, right? And the woman next to him is looking suppressed. She's looking like she's afraid of him, you know, like she's dominating. She's dominated by him, intimidated by him, you know. So I like in my rendition, which by the way is done with cat stickers from the newest antiquarian sticker book, she had a letter in her hand, and I transformed it into a solid rolling pin, because he's gonna learn today. He's gonna learn today. I like her smirky face, like she's not taking no crap from him. Now the roles are reversed. Now she's not scared of him, you know. So that's a kick out ahead of this, you know, drawing here. But for sure, I thought it was really nice to do buildings with alcohol marker, and not so nice to do the sky and the nature. So maybe markers, in my case, a media I would like to grab for things that are geometric, like square, like building, and not so much for the soft things like animal fur, animal nature, landscape. Yeah, maybe you get what I mean. Okay, more of this RV living from bugs. Of course I had to do this cute camper for this guy. And then I put in a flower from the sticker book because I think size wise it's illustrating that this is a tiny little camper. So yeah, really likable. Here I am content with what's going on down here with the blending out. I waited too long up here, so the dry edge from the ink dried up, so I couldn't move it. I have not tried to use the blender to see if I could dissolve some of it and blend it up a little softer. But yeah, this is how you learn, just by experimenting. And you also learn by looking at what you like, and don't look at a drawing like, oh, it's a failure, I dislike this area, I can't look at my drawing because of that error. No, look, take the best, you know, as I look at this, I like this kind of blending. I like the colors next to each other. They're very they meet well in the meeting point here where they need to be transition, even though it's a huge jump to go from a hot pink to an aqua blue. It is a jump, right? But yeah, just paper and sticker. Okay, this is watercolor and this is alcohol marker in the end here. So I don't really know what this is. This is a little bit strange. And then I try to, with this golden thing here, to merge into this page. Yeah, but it doesn't really work. This is just prepped. And this is real leaves. Still holding up with the green. They're not like turning brown or anything. Yeah, so that's not gonna be the last time that I glue in leaves in a journal. This is prepped because marker was bleeding through from the other side. Another bug, one of the early drawings that I did. And here I took the swatch card from my marker box because they are so faded out that I can't use it as a reference swatch card anymore. So I glued it in, and then I did this with watercolor, and I think I, in my imagination, is coming back to this sheet right here, working on top of watercolor with the markers. With, I don't know, something. Yeah, could be a kite, a cow carrying a kite. I don't know what it's going to be, but I like that I got pages like this where I can test out using markers in conjunction with other medias. I think this is the last page. I really like working with this pen right here, carbon ink pen with a very nice nib. And I like to do double line work to get a very soft and feminine expression. So yeah, I can see myself use alcohol markers in this way, like soft, loose, not so much blending. Very pastel, pale, not so strong pigmented colors. Yeah, this is just my scratchy piece of paper. But yes, this is my Inktober. I'm really fond of this year's challenge. I think that not watercolor. I think alcohol markers can do something. I like them more now than I did before I started this. What do you call Inktober? Is it like a I don't even know what to call it. Let's say it's a journey, okay? I like markers more now than when I started this journey, and I think it's because I got more and more confident the more small drawings that I made. So I think the clue for me to my progress in this journal and moving forward is to stick to the small images, you know, like small isolated things, you know, like So I'm not setting myself up to make a double spread, everything done in markers, you know? So just tiny small things, combine it with stuff you really like to look at, like nice stickers or fun stuff like this. Yeah, I think that's why I keep finding motivation and joy in this journey. So, but thanks for watching. I'm gonna let you guys go, and happy birthday, Sandra, if you're watching this. Birthday girl sticks together. So have a nice week. Bye bye. Ooh, before I leave, I have to show my palette setup. Well, first of all, I removed that extra mixing tray with the lip going down because yes, it's nice when I'm painting on a desk, but I'm going to use this in my couch. I tend to watch a lot of YouTube streams from the living room because I got this, I call it couch, but it's actually a recliner where I sit very well and comfortable and can sit and art at the same time with my legs up. So I removed the extra flap here so that yeah, I only have like one mixing area, and that's the way I like it. And then I filled in all the colors from that other set. I cut the sponge up, so now I got a sponge, and now I also got a little space here for a credit card scraper. Yay! And then I swatched out my palette on the back of this drawing here, and I left this skinny washi on so that all you freaks out there, if you got like enjoyment out of watching me peeling off these pieces right here, you can watch it with me. I am such a freak that, oh, I like this. I like that my swatches are neat in squares that are like equally sized. Is it a Janet thing? I don't know. I just really like, you know, measuring up this swatch card, making it as perfect as possible, and then yeah, it's totally swatched after the pans in the palette. So now you can see while I'm peeling this off that sure, a lot of these colors, do you need this many? No. But I just happen to have the same brand with different hues, so there's something fulfilling about filling up the whole palette so I don't have like empty spaces, and knowing that it's the same paint is also fulfilling. So I like to keep things in families, like it's very rare that I mix and match stuff together. So this is very likable. And sure, you can mix your way to several of these colors, but since I had the pans anyway, why not marry them together? There is a tiny difference in some of them. It's okay with me. And it's okay that I got so many blues because I tend to use up, especially the ultramarine, pretty fast. So it's nice to have like a backup. And then there's a margin here for the holes that I need to punch in, so I can put it in here in my book. Look how, oh, it looks so yummy. Very, very likable. Like it a lot. And then I filled the pouch with all the stuff from the Pago set, so now it's laying in here and it's super nice. And this palette can go in the back here, and then I close it, and then the paper pad from the set happened to fit right there, and then it can still close with the closure. I mean, what a likable planner. You can say a planner, what a pouch, leather journal to bring to the couch. Oh, love it. And look how freaking vibrant these colors are. It's really amazing. Yep. Now I'm gonna end. Have a nice week. Bye bye.